Hello, everyone. Tomorrow's the big day. So we're going to get what we can done. Hey, Ball of Flames. You made it in time for the intro.
One day it will be a year. Oh, wait.
Oh, Mac, 12 months. That's almost a year. Thank you. Enjoy those emotes and the not ads and all the other stuff. I don't know what else there is. So guys, we have quite a lot of areas now. So we got these little guys here. It looks cool. It looks cool. I didn't look too much in depth into what all it has right now. It looks like it's still quite a bit of a work in progress, but still, I think it looks good. All right, so here you can see that when I'm here, we get the text bubble, which is something that I didn't have to add any extra programming for that. Our system can handle disjointed trigger zone versus actual NPC. So that lets us have this kind of setup here. And then we can do that. It's a mod. It's a mod for Minecraft, which is really amazing. It's not a data pack. There are actual like new UI elements that would not be possible in vanilla, but still, it's really impressive. Okay, so the next area is supposed to be the fort. I don't know about this, guys. This is gonna be tricky. I've got an idea for what I want the main mechanic of this first dungeon to be. Like this is the first actual end of chapter dungeon over here. Okay. So the idea is we have like the sharpened logs, kind of stereotypical woodland fortress going on here. And I want there to be all these gates that can be swung open by spinning a gear somewhere. The idea is that the top of these gates somehow has like some battlements or something that can be walked across. So the effect is by opening the gates, you are not only creating a path through the gate, but you're also changing some kind of platform that you can walk across up top. How we're going to make that into some interesting puzzles remains to be seen, but that's the idea. So we'll see what we can do with that. Gosh, there's gonna be a lot to it. First, you have to actually get inside. Now, the other thing we could work on if we want to is back in town, after the first main scene of town where you've got like the shop and just a random house, we are supposed to have scene E, which connect. So between this upward pointing path and this downward pointing path, there is supposed to be a whole scene in the middle, which is more of Frogtown. And that's where we're gonna have like the inn and a few other just random NPC houses. So we could be working on that instead. That would give us plenty to work on. I'm tempted to make a lot of changes here, but not now. This is not the time for it. So currently, scene E looks like this. So incomplete at best. Although there are a few things we can already fix up with scene E here. This. Oh, that was an ugly way of doing it, but I mean, admittedly it works. Stepping stones, it's fine. We'll resize that in a bit. Tab bottom. These can all move. Oh. Cool, because they're rotated. Right. What's the rotation on this? So this one is rotated. So now can I... Nope. Rotate. Now can... There we go. Now I can just move the whole thing. Beautiful-ish. Okay. Okay, so that's the idea, is that this is the general shape of this area, but it might be bigger than this. Let's see here. How much room does this give us? Man, I wish it were tomorrow right now. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, so we can have like a house over here, a fancy house up here, and then over on the right is an important spot, Lily's Pad. And it has to be bordering the water, of course. So let's yeah, I guess we're gonna start working on this a little bit. Doesn't have to be for the whole night or anything, but I kind of want to make this zigzag a bit. By which I mean do like this, and then it connects over there. Also, this dirt, yeah, this dirt is wrong. This dirt ain't right. This dirt is not correct. Oh, and I guess it doesn't have to go to dirt over here. Like, this may actually end up being grass. Yeah. Can I just throw a texture on there? Day! You're here for the final... Can I just throw that on there? No, I cannot. Unless... Yeah, I can do that. There we go. Day, it's, this is the last game dev stream for a while. This is it. The beginning of the end. Factorio incoming. We all knew it was coming for a long time. Can't put it off. Oh yeah, since that's gonna be... I guess what we can do is have like this kind of a vague gesturing towards this area. This is really not a great system, but the terrible thing is it kind of works for what we want it to do right now. So until it stops doing what I want it to do, this is kind of how we're doing these. But yeah, Factorio tomorrow. Been waiting for so long. All right, get a feel for the size of this place. I think we have to do this frequently, is to kind of see, like, is this too big? Is this too small? It's like, nah, this is what? How did you get up there, cat? How did you get up there? Cat, get down from there. Cat, no. You're not allowed to do this. Okay, so she jumped because technically that is a step up, and I got under her. That's really stupid. We're not leaving that in, but I'm not going to fix it right now. A little smaller on that path. Okay, Lily's pad. So we're gonna make some houses, I guess, and maybe Lily's pad, whatever that. I haven't ever really decided what is Lily's pad. I know it is like a place of some importance to the town. I'm thinking like a bar / inn. You know, your typical adventure starts in an inn / tavern sort of place. But for frogs. That's the idea, at least. So what do we got? So I'm thinking like we have a nice round bar with a little frog. Maybe he's got a fancy hat. I don't know. Maybe he has no hat. Maybe he has a mustache. Oh yeah, mustache frog is good. Mustache frog is really good. He gets to stay. We got some drinks on a shelf. Another shelf of drinks. We can just model a bunch of random shapes, throw them on some shelves. Some stools that are lily pad themed. No. Mushroom theme because it's a toadstool. So they're just I don't know, mushroom colored or something. Mushroom, they got little spots on them. But they're bar stools. Whatever shape we go for, they got to be kind of flat on the. I've heard you've been busy. Okay. So this is interior, really. We got some nice wood flooring going on. The whole place has a big lily pad roof. Maybe? Like, looks a little bit Wheel of Cheese, but no. See, the thing is, you wouldn't really be able to tell that it has that shape or roof because you're coming in from ground level, so you're not going to see the shape of the elevation. You're not coming in from a bird's eye view. So instead, we have a big lily pad sign. And then I don't know. There's like it's a lily pad background, and then like a frog face, a winking frog face on it. Or something. Somehow that's on the building. But it should mostly be like your standard adventure tavern look to it. So maybe that's not on a post, you know, that's like over the door. So we've got like we got this number, maybe we split over, do like little L-shaped construction here. Big doors here. Fancy tavern windows. And then I don't know, little tables outside. Maybe we'll consider that. That could be some decoration we add later. Little rounded step up here or something. Maybe that's just decorative. Maybe there's no actual physical step up. A little bench out front. We can just make a bench item and just add it wherever. Little awning off the side with some boxes and barrels, of course. Okay, yeah, and we can just reuse our shingle thing, but like color it differently or something. Use our shingles texture that we've got. Yeah, I think that seems reasonable to go for. Tables inside. Chairs. A band? A little live band? They can be on a lily pad. That's Lily's pad, you see. That's the joke, is that's Lily's pad, is the stage, because she's a performer at the tavern, and she's the proprietor and entertainment. So that's Lily's pad, and then there'll be a nice little curtain here. Oops. Curtain with a little microphone. And the house band will be back there. Somehow we're gonna have frog musicians getting added to this game. So I don't know what they're doing. One of them will have a big old stand-up bass, and one of them will have some drums. So we'll need to model some drums, I guess. And then she'll be the singer. That's Lily, and that's Lily's pad. All right, let's get into Blunder, I guess this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing tonight. Is we're making a frog eatery. And there's gonna be so much room for character here that we absolutely must make this a required stop in chapter 1. This is no longer just like, and you can go here if you want. No, you have to go here before you head off to the mini dungeon. For whatever reason. Why do you have to head here? What's blocking you? Like, we can go the lazy way and just say, oh, well, because, you know, let's get our live robot reaction going. Okay, get that down here, out of the way, and then there we go. We got him. Like the lazy way is like, oh, there's a gate. You can't get through the gate until you get the key, and the person with the key, oh, you gotta go talk to him first. Like that works. It's a tried and true method. This is a tricky part about RPGs as a general medium, is you have to have these arbitrary roadblocks. Why does the player have to see this scene first? Why can't they just walk straight to the final boss? You have to contrive some reason. RPGs are built on contrivances. All right, new collection. Lily's pad. Here we go. How in the world are we gonna do this? Okay. Use the picture. Use the picture as a guide. Okay. L-shaped house with a cool roof. That's it. It's really not that hard. But there's some hard bits to it. Specifically, and this is something that keeps coming back to bite me, is we have to model this with the idea that the player is going to go inside, and that means we have to open up the building for the player to see what's inside. And that's like, that can be tricky depending on, you know, this has to be a pretty big place for that interior scene. Okay. The shapes are not that bad. It's a cube. It's a cube, big whoop. Have some nice thick walls that we can work with. I'll put it like there. How big? Let me get out the other building. I know we scaled that building down, but show me the shop. Okay. Well, that's smaller than I would have expected. That's the building, huh? What about collection 6? Okay, that's a small item there. Book, flower pot, collection 6, table, chair, plant, fireplace, mug, shop, house 2. That was our second. Wow, this is not as big as I would have thought, but okay. Well, I guess the takeaway there is that we want it to be a little taller. Maybe. About 3 units tall to start with. Sure. And let's go ahead and add a texture to that. We're gonna go with wood planks to start, I believe. Classic wood planks. And let's get the scaling right from the get-go. Horizontal scaling? Huh. Huh. You and you are really weird. I mean, that's better, I guess. It's fine. Sure, whatever. No, we want the stucco. We want the stucco. Changed my mind. All right, duplicate, rotate 90. Move that there. This isn't gonna be big enough, right? Like, if we're gonna have tables and people to talk to and all this other stuff, this has to extend onto the water at least a little bit. So let's take this and move it another. Do we double the size of this place? Is that too big? No, just 2 over here, 2 over here. Okay. That's probably fine. I guess the actual performance area can be back here. And so we'll L-shape it that way. Yeah, and we'll have a little dock outside. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay. So for the exterior, gosh, we're gonna be playing Factorio tomorrow. That's probably fine. This is gonna be huge. Xbox huge. Wait, no, Shift R. And then I need this to extend. What is this size here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 12. Okay. Okay. This is, I can still work with this just fine. I just need to move into edit mode and then just move this on its own instead of trying to scale this whole thing. Okay, this does need to also move. Oh, nope, hang on. I want just this. Yeah. Okay, there's our layout. That means there's literally no kitchen area. We'll have a fake. You won't be able to see it. Pretend it's back there. We're gonna have a fake door. We'll put a big block of solid if we have to explain it, but pretend there's nothing. I want to see what this looks like as is. I want to see what just that one looks like. So let's go to room E. Like, this is gonna be huge. Okay. Bar. Okay, so let's scene, building, outdoor decor. We're moving fence into outdoor decor. House, shop, building. Great. And now we are going to pull in from our Blender folder the bar. Just the entire bar. Poured it in. All right, what does this look like? Jeez. I mean, I guess that's about what I expected. All right. You come up upon this place. In scene. All right, we can get rid of this now. We're in the wrong scene. No, not F. No, I don't want to be F. I don't want to be an F or M or C or bridge or dialogue box or D or shop purchase zone. I want to be in E. Okay. Does this look Mondo huge? It doesn't look Mondo huge now. You go in, and yeah, that's a little bit of room to explore around. And that's it. That's not that crazy. Size-wise, this is, like, understandable. It's just awkwardly shaped, isn't it? What can we do about that? Like this? With a little... see, that's so huge. Okay, perhaps... This can't be the only building in this scene. And I really want it to be on the side with the water. Because it makes sense. But now it feels like I need to just make this thing ridiculously... This room needs to be ridiculously huge to accommodate it. So the idea was it would be something like this, maybe with a dock leading out onto it, and then I guess this could be fenced off region to make sure you don't do anything weird and get where the camera can't see you. I guess that works. I want to make sure that you see, like, when you walk in here. Ooh, that's awkward. When you walk in here, you see the big sign out front, and you're interested and you want to go into it. See, that would make sense if this was the entrance over here. You could see it pretty well, and then maybe you could see some people, I don't know, somehow eating out the back here. Like, as it stands... You can see that. Reset this. Transform. It's like that we could kind of get away with to some degree, I think. Move this path around a bit. Put a house up here that you can check out, and a house up here you can check out, and then you got a nice little bustling, the hoppin' part of town, so to speak. You get here and you immediately see, you know, signage there that indicates like, hey, this is an interesting place, you should check it out. But you don't want people to go here because the camera would be weird. So you got to make sure they have to go around, like, it'll be like when there's like an outdoor eatery, there's like a little bit of a guardrail. It's like, no, you have to go through the door and get a reservation, and then you can come back outside to eat. We can do that, so that way we don't wind up with this weird scenario like this. where you're cutting off the level geometry. So you go in, and then the camera turns around to show you the full area. That's doable. But see, that means that this small little area that we were reserving for the stage is no longer the stage. So what if we change this around to do it like this? Is this workable? Oh, come on, move. Is this a little bit better even? Except for the exit there. Okay, so you come in. Oh, no, looks bad, blah, blah, blah. Enter, turn camera all the way around. Maybe that gets a little crowded. I think what I want is I want to make this ground L-shaped. So that means hide the tabs for a bit. Scale this one down significantly. Then scale it this way. And the idea is you come from over here, so you see it initially from across the water. That could be nice. And you can see that it's out on the water a little bit. What the heck is it? What the heck have I done with this? -1. Okay. Okay, you can kind of see that it's across the water a bit. Somehow. It still doesn't quite work out with this tab, with this last tab here being so close to the building. This area's just not big enough. Okay, let's just get a feel for this. Get a feel for this one. All right, you come in, ignore that. Okay, you can clearly see it. You can see the water. This building is just too big. We could do it as a separate scene, kind of do a bigger on the inside sort of tomfoolery. Maybe we start with the interior and work from there, like the little small set pieces we want, like the stage. I'm gonna run 3 minutes while I figure this out. I'm gonna run ads. I really ought to put it on a schedule. I'm just hesitant to because I really don't like the idea that I'm opting in to an ad schedule, even though they're gonna run ads whether or not I do it or not. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Clicking it. I'm not running it on a schedule though. Not yet. I have to really want it. All right, let's bring this back out. And also bring this back out because this works. This feels good to have. Bring that out of the picture for now. Oh. That's weird. That's not supposed to do that. There you go. Weird, but okay. Okay, now we can get into some modeling. Okay. So the idea was... Oh, wait. This area doesn't even need to be this big, does it? The area that's poking out to be the quote-unquote stage. That was all set dressing. That was just pretend. It can be really, really tiny. It can be ridiculously tiny. And no one is allowed to question it. Like, that's allowed. Now it makes the extra gable maybe a little bit silly, but that's super allowed. All right, let's work off of that just for a bit. Okay. Export again. And then import again. Delete this. Oh, where'd it go? Uh-oh. Did I just add it somewhere that I didn't want it to be? Robot. Ow! Ow, it's happening soon. Waiting for space. Oh man, I'm excited. Quite excited. Okay, so if it's like this big, we could probably go even smaller than that, I think. Okay, I think we're making the right choice here of let's do modeling first. Model at scale, and then work our way out. Oh man. I want to research electricity and get some steam engines going. All that jazz. All right, so Al, to bring you up to speed on what we're doing tonight, we're making Lily's pad. Image subject to change a little bit because I haven't figured out how to size everything appropriately. And the interior is, I don't know, it's going to have a bar with a little frog bartender with a mustache. There's going to be a little stage with some frog musicians, and Lily will be the singer. So it'll be great. So we really don't need a whole lot interior, but we're doing it anyway. Gonna be rusty. I don't think anybody's gonna mind. We're just all gonna do our best. Okay, a bar. A round bar. Do I want it to be a round bar? You know what? I do want it to be round, as a matter of fact. Taurus? Is this a reasonable way to do this? If I do few enough. If I do 4, oh, but then it does that kind of 4. So that's not exactly what I wanted. I could do 6, and kind of cheat it. Doing some homework, understandable. Have a good homework. All right, so like for instance, I can just scale this out. Scale that in. So that's a really dumb way to do it. I mean, it technically works, but I hate it. Really, we should be making a cylinder and then inset, punch a hole through it. Or we could do booleans. There's so many different ways you can do things. I hate how freeing it all is. Okay, so you would do that, and then you would do an inset, and then pomp. Incredible. So that could be, that's the basis of our bar here. I'm gonna delete this face and this face because I don't want them. I don't want them at all. Doo-doo-doo. All right, whole thing. Wait. Apply location. Location is already applied. Okay, get a something we can use as a reference point. Okay, that bookshelf was made way too big. Guaranteed. Table. We'll scale it. We'll scale it. Okay, how big does the bar need to be? Character can jump 1 unit. So that's, the barrel is about 1 unit tall, a little bit more. So bar should be like 4 units across, maybe? 4 units across, probably. I want it to be a perfect circle. Yeah, that's what I want, I think. Is something like that. And then delete these vertices. And then just because, go ahead and put a face there. All right, that can be a bar. Incredible. Slap a material on that. Slap dark planks on that. Fix that UV. Oh, I see. Well, that's cool. All right, well, let's fix these at least. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay, and then this. I kind of want this to be... How do I want this to be? I think I know what I want here. I think what I want is to take this to the... No. This to this. Make it like this. Maybe. That's kind of what I want, I think. What are you? What even are you? You're some back piece that I can't even see, so not even caring. Okay. I mean that on its own is probably good enough. There we go. That's the general idea. Okay, so let's test this as the bar. Oh, not that one. Export bar. So this can be this can be specifically in the in a new Room E folder. Doesn't have to be shared. All right. Sleep node bar, yes. All right. Is this an appropriate size for the bar? How do we keep winding up here? Yes, actually that's very reasonable. I may even want to make that a little bit shorter. Let's go for like half height, roughly. That's a little too small. Hi, Odin. 3/4 height, maybe? Is that about right? Let's see if that feels good. That feels pretty good, honestly. That feels pretty good. Yes. Okay, so we're going to change that to 3/4 height. Tonight's project is basically a tavern. Lily's Pad is the place. It's part of the Frog Town. All right, bar. Next up, what this bar needs is some bar stools, and they're going to be mushrooms. They're going to be toadstools because they're frogs, you see. That's the joke. So let's do that as a cylinder. We're going to do this very much to taste. Wait, hang on. Get rid of that cylinder. Give me a less intensive number of vertices. 12, please. Yeah, that's much better. We're gonna be a little bit conservative with our vertex count. Okay. Extrude out a bit. Scale out. Extrude out a bit. Scale in, extrude out a bit, scale in more significantly. Shade, auto smooth. Beautiful. Incredible. I mean, I can't fault you on that. Gameplay is fun to build. Materials. We're gonna be a little bit silly here. We're gonna use our stucco material for the base. The top, I think we might need a texture here because I don't have like a dedicated mushroomy texture, but we're gonna go very small. We're gonna go 100, 100. I don't even feel like I need Is that a little too on the nose? Or is that fine? That's probably fine, right? Texturing. Mushroom cap. New image texture. Up. Texturing. Mushroom cap. And now we have to actually wait, here plus here plus here. Okay, we're gonna fix that. maybe white dots on. We're gonna see how this works, and then I'll invert it if I don't like it. We're gonna project from view. I mean, that's definitely not projecting from view. There we go. It's a little, yeah, it's a little on the nose. 2 new movement skills. That is tricky to come up with, like, especially if you've had a setup working for a while. There's not really a great way to just do this. So let's take this, fill, and then is it Control W? Nope, not Control W. Shift W. All right, that looks all right. All right. Replace, yes. Open. That does look better, yeah. Weird or unique movements. I mean, of course Celeste has cool movement tech all over the place. That's like its whole deal. So the dots are really tiny, yeah. You may consider neon white. Tiny dots. Medium dots. Medium dots might be the way. Small dots are pretty good, though. Or big dots, I mean. That might be the one. That might be a winner. All right, we're going to call this bar stool. All right. Get this in here, make sure that looks all right. This is going to be very different. We're building this from the inside out. Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of it, is we can just like try things and see what works. All right, new node. Buildings. New subnode. Bar. That's the internal name. It's official. New subnode for a section, which is also the bar. Which is going to have bar and bar stool. Bar, we're going to change the import on this to use our dark planks texture so that we don't have to deal with that. The mushroom cap seems niche enough that I don't think it's going to come up. All right. Add the bar. Add the bar stool as a child object. The bar has collision. The bar stools do not. They probably should. And also, they seem a little bit big for what I was going for. Let's investigate. Oh, wait. Nope. They're tiny. We'll just add a little cylinder around those, and we'll rotate them a little bit so they're not as repetitive on the texture. Yeah, that's probably unique movement does, I assume, does not always mean speed. I assume is what you're going for there. Does not mean. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right, little collision. Little collision will be nice here. I mean, I guess these could have full collision, but it feels a little wasteful, doesn't it? It feels like that's too much. So I'm just gonna wrap these real quick in a small cylinder. Scale it down to the size of the bar stool and call that call only. Save it, export it as bar stool again. I never had a PS2. I was not so lucky as to have a PS2. Okay, so now those have collision. And you can kind of run across them, which is fun. Nintendo. Only Nintendo. Just rotate these randomly a little bit. All right, there's our bar. You know what? This bar needs a barkeep. Oh, you know what? This is a great opportunity to... What crazy GameCube game have I ever played? I played this really wacky game on the GameCube called Mario, where you play as this little guy named Mario, and he runs around. He does silly things. He sprays water at people. He throws durians. It's all a very silly time. Give me the frog. Not that frog. He's a very silly man. Frog. Here we go. You've heard of that one too? Okay, good. Oh, see, we can use... Well, no, that's not really a barkeep. In a Walmart bargain bin. And it was also cursed. Show me a barkeep. No, show me a bartender. Okay, fancy. All right, we get kind of a little bit of a black vest, black tie. I think we could make that. I think we could squeeze that into this. Let's add a frog bartender. So these chunks here are 350 to 650, 300. So I want to add 300 height to this image. Then I want to take this, copy paste it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Double checking that's correct. Yeah, we have all these frog bodies, and we haven't really we've used 2 of them so far. We have all these NPCs to create, and we finally have a place to put them. Oh no, our live robot reaction is so sad right now. Hang on, I might be able to fix that. There we go, I'll just move this down, and then I'll make sure to take this and tell it, no, use the real one. Not this. There we go. All right, we will need the drawing pad back out. All right, this music gets a little bit old. I told it to repeat Rosetown indefinitely, and then it just didn't. All right, so I want to use a nice thick line to give this guy a fancy outfit. I'm talking fancy. Let's see here. His arm's just gonna be kind of hanging down. All right, so for a nice vest, it's gonna be something like this. We'll figure out what color to add to that. What's the full outfit look like? Oh, it's gonna be fancy, huh? Boy, you really like to... Alright, that's fine. It's not too much yet, but it's definitely getting to be a bit much. If you get what I mean. Does that make sense? Let's see here. Maybe a darker purple than that. And then, oh, and it needs to come down. Whoops. There we go, like that. I'm taking a lot of time to build out our bartender. Remember there's a game about robots? Do you guys remember that? I sure don't, apparently. Oh, he's gonna have a tie. He's 100% gonna have a tie. A little bit of sleeves, I think, would be good. Okay. Nope, well, no, it's fine. It's fine. Just draw under it. Mac. Lock the alpha layer. Give it some brushy. Okay. And then let's just give him a fancy tie on top. Just a nice little tie. Nothing crazy. This guy is ready to take some orders, I think. All right, merge these layers back together, right? Save it out. And then I think we are good to, yeah, to re-import our frog stuff, our frog art. Actors, frog. Re-import frog. And now, okay, so the way we did farmer is basically we just added hat, but we also changed the region rectangle on some other stuff. So that's kind of what we want to do here. So we want to do an inherited scene called frog actor bartender. And what's the difference? Well, subviewport, the body gets a different region rectangle. We move it down by 900. Move that into frog actors. Double check that the regular frog actor is still looking good. There he is. And this guy, oh, look at this. Oh, he's looking good. He's looking good. Suave. He's looking suave. All right, he gets to go behind the bar. He might need a boost. He might need a little booster seat. Oh, he needs a booster seat or we're not gonna see him. Look at that. That's so sad. That's the saddest thing ever. He's so small. I will give him a booster seat. Alright, so he's gonna be right up against the bar, but we're gonna give him a booster seat. Oh, thank you. Oh. This will be his booster seat. Let's see if that's up enough. There we go. And I mean, you can just hop back here. So I maybe need to give him a nice, like, big dialogue zone. So you can talk to either him or some frog that is inevitably sitting at the bar. Hey, Willow. Look at our fancy frog. He's a fancy bartender frog. Thousands of man hours on this frog, and he was too small to properly see his suit over the bar, so we gave him a little booster seat. That's a great idea, Al. Jeez, that's good. Yeah, just a little bit of organic. Oh, I've been forgetting to add the whimsy in everything. Whimsy in everything. Okay. So, the bar, the back, where all the mysterious bottles are. We could 3D model a lot of those. But it feels like the right thing to do for the back is to just draw it as a flat texture. Right? Like just a bunch of different shaped bottles, and then that's just a flat texture on a bar. Like, is this enough? Is this enough texture for this? Like, I think that's actually enough. No, I'm talking like behind the bar. The big wall of bottles and such. Yeah, the backdrop. A few 3D rendered glasses is definitely doable. They do like flies. Yeah, probably won't be super visible to that degree anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, basically this sort of thing here. I think what we'll do regarding the flies is probably have a throwaway line from one of the NPCs. Like, another round of flies, waiter. I'm gonna look up a picture of a bartender again, so I can see a bunch of bottles behind him and just draw the different colors I see. Okay, lots of labels. I'm seeing lots of labels. A few different colors, but not many. So lots of darker colors, really. Lots of really dark colors in the background. So we'll give these lots of different labels on them. Some stuff with kind of a richer color. Some stuff a little bit bigger. The syringe gun. The old reliable. If you're ever having to use your syringe gun in TF2, you're probably already dead. this one a little bit more color. Do we need any Easter eggs here? Oh, that's it. Let's see here. I keep doing shift and then middle click because that's what it is in everything else. Okay, lock that. Okay, we're not doing that, but that's the general idea, is that we can apply some labels to each of these very quickly like this. Mostly light colored labels seem to be the meta for alcohol. Yeah, let's leave the opacity a little bit lower. Stomp on the thwomp. Well, this better all be worth it, because we're putting a ton of time into these minor details. Wow, that's gorgeous. I'm glad I spent the pixels on this. Where's my thing for my pen? There. All right. Beautiful, honestly. Absolutely beautiful. Whoops, that was supposed to be a PNG. Not whatever it is I saved it as. What if we could reuse the bookshelf that we made? Do you guys remember that bookshelf? That seems very usable for this. All right, drinks. All right, well, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try the bookshelf and see if it looks okay. Furniture, bookshelf. Well, I mean, first of all, it's huge, so we'll scale it down. It is a little bit extra zany. A little bit extra zany, but I think if we scale it, the Z value a bit more, then that kind of works for it. Maybe if we scale Y up and then also move it into the floor a bit. Then it's a little bit more. Al's a monster. Okay, let's. Yeah, light wood is okay. Light wood is okay. All right, so then we're gonna add a Sprite 3D to it, which is the drinks. Move them up. Move them around. Oh, see, that fits pretty nicely right off the bat. Let's take a look. You know what? That's fine. That's perfectly fine for what we got there. I think we'll put another one up there too. But on top. Oh wait, it's gonna be a little bit tilted, and I think that's okay. We'll rotate it to match the wonkiness. And then we'll scale it. Wait. Undo that. There we go. So that it's not an exact copy. There we go. Look at that. It's a bar. Trust me. We're just building the bar out of pieces at this point. Ooh, what is it? Legend of Zelda items. Oh, I know it. Old one. Very old. How do I know it already? The number of letters and the apostrophe. I programmed the Hangman minigame. You never have to guess punctuation marks. Okay, let me bring up my old image we did of Lily's pad. Okay. So we wanted a bar, we wanted a stage. A little stage with frog musicians, guys. Rock's Feather, yeah. Link's Awakening. The Zelda game I might actually have the most number of hours in. Because I had that one as a kid, and I played it so much on my Game Boy. This is gonna be great. Does the frog need a mustache? Does he need a mustache? Be honest, chat. Does this man look like he needs a mustache? He needs an apron? He's too fancy for an apron. He's a bartender. There's going to be a frog with an apron. Oh yeah, that's gonna be for the shopkeeper, isn't it? A tiny bowler hat. I don't know if he should have a hat. Someone like a rich frog might have a bowler hat.
He's not wealthy enough for a frog bowler hat.
No, he can't afford it at the frog haberdashery. The frog haberdasher drives a hard bargain. Give him 5 o'clock shadow. Hang on, let's bring up the frog. Bring up the frog again. Let's take a look at this. It would not be hard to just add a mustache as one of the options for frogs. Effectively this. What do we think? What do we think? Fancy frog? Fancy frog? What do you mean? Willow. He looks so refined and fancy with his fancy mustache. You think he needs a little Waluigi? Is that better? Is that what it was missing? He doesn't look cute with a mustache. I don't know if he was going for cute this morning. All right, we'll leave him for now. Chat is a little split on the mustache. Oh, we got so much else to do. We need... Okay, this one's gonna be kind of easy by... Okay, so if this is the size of the bar, I think the stage should be about the same size. Stage can be about the same size. But it'll be textured a little bit differently. Actually, the shape is just about perfect already. Like, really, really almost perfect. So let's add a cylinder. Okay, can recess slightly. Oh, dang it. I pressed 1 before I meant to. Tab 3, 1, Alt Z. Delete vertices. Yep. Dissolve vertices. Yep. Faces. Guess that was too much there. That's not what I want at all. Why we gotta do that? Why do I not understand how to properly dissolve things or something? I guess that doesn't... Yeah, alright, sure. I guess that's the only face I really need there. Okay, material. Do we have a good material for this? Like, is that what I want right there? I think it might be, except not shiny. Just a nice red carpet, sort of. And that's our stage right there. I mean, I guess I could do it like this. Oh boy, how many faces do we have here? What's going on? Merge by distance. There's something weird happening here. I can tell right now. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There's some shenanigans going on here. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there's no face there anymore. Somehow. How does that happen? There's definitely something. There's some fighting going on. Play 3 video games. Hey, meme. Oh, we're not listening to this in its entirety. See, that's actually fine, I think. Why is there fighting going on with the... There's a face here. I don't know why there's a face here. Delete face. Oh. Gosh. Alright. Undo. Alright, that's fine. Just make this the freaking model. It's fine. Give me the freaking model. Furniture. No. Export. As stage. Yay! GG Willow. Alright. I need a little frog to have little drums. This is very important. But I don't know if the instruments should be 2D or 3D. I guess they should be 3D. Purely because it would be funnier that way. So this will be like on a wall over to the side or something. So we'll figure out the exact location of it at some point. So we need drums. It's gonna be very funny. Sometimes it's Charles. Okay. Al, before you say 1 out of 150, not all Pokemon are in the minigame. I specifically filtered it because originally all the minigame answers were built specifically for multiple minigames. It wasn't just Hangman originally. We also had Word Scramble ages ago, back when the minigames would actually appear on screen while I was away from my computer to eat dinner, because I used to do like 6-hour streams on Wednesdays, and I would just take a 20-minute break for dinner and leave the stream running with minigames on screen. It was a different world. Yeah, it was like Wednesday, right after work, straight into stream until bedtime. Oh, so the idea was that all the answers needed to work for all the different minigames, because even the minigame was randomized. So I put I culled out any Pokemon whose name was less than like 8 letters or 9 letters. Maybe some other ones that were just super obvious because of weird punctuation or something. But if you saw like 4 letters, it's like, okay, there's not much Hangman to play. Okay, Farfetch'd is still there. He made the cut. Homework. Yeah, his name's probably too short, like Seal. Guys, we're gonna make a drum set. For the Frog Band. It's gonna be a full 3D drum set because that's really funny. Can the drum have a bug on it? I think it needs to have, it needs to have a, the stage was gonna be, all right, I screwed this up. The stage was gonna be a lily pad. The Beatles. We might have to redo some of this stuff later. I can't believe I forgot that. The drum was going to be a lily pad. Oh, that's not okay. Okay. Don't know what the limit is for getting that lovely smooth shading. Auto smooth. All right, that looks a lot better. Scale on the y-axis. Scale down completely. Bass drum. There will be bugs. Bugs will, at the very least, be mentioned. I can promise you that. No, this is gonna be like fancy. No, not mentioned. There needs to be actual bugs. Bug lore. I need to know the bug lore. Okay, and then boom. Well, we can throw a texture on that very easily. Gosh, there's lots of little metal bits with drums. Just looking at this, like, oh my gosh, it's all over the place. Okay, and the back side actually needs to be kind of reflective and clear. I guess just reflective is probably fine. Something like, yeah, like that. Look at that. Look at the way that catches the light that's not going to be present in the actual game. Demanding it is a bit, yeah, that's a bit much. Let's call this drum material. It's going to be red, but more reflective. So I need to Shift G to select material, assign it to this one, and then, yeah, there we go. A little bit more reflective. Maybe a little metallic even. That looks reasonable. Little crawlies in the grass in the glass. Yeah, animated decorations would be fun. Okay, so we need this one, and then we need another one. Oh boy, this is gonna get complicated, guys. Drums are complicated looking. Basically that. And another one over here, but then they rotate like that and like that. And they don't actually overlap at all. Which that does make things a little bit trickier to fit in if I'm going for instrumental accuracy for a drum set. It's Alarmo. It's no, it's the one from Mario RPG is what it is. Oh, you know what? These need a little bit of metal bands around them. At least these do. So can we? All right, hang on. Delete that. Duplicate this. Rotate X 90. Rotate X 180. Hide this. Drum one. Yeah, to give it a little bit more than just it's a cylinder. It needs. So there's like. Yeah, there's like metal bands. So we need to add to this mesh Oops, not a circle. Well, let's add it to the actual mesh. Another cylinder. Scale down. Wait, can we do this with just magic? Can we maybe do this with just magic? How would we do this? Take this. Extrude, scale. Take these faces. Make a new one called drum bracket, which is silvery and very metallic. Check the normals on this. Okay, so that's the bottom. Extrude up. Ah, here we go. That looks all right. Except it's everywhere, and also now that has all kinds of screwed up stuff going on with it. Okay, that's closer. I need to extrude some like little brackets downward periodically. So like, how many are on here? Like 6? 6? Do I hear 6? All right, so take this 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, take those, extrude, but also scale individually. I want to individually scale each of these down around their own. What is that? Proportional editing? No. I don't know what that is then. I don't know if there's an easy way to do that. I'm sure there is an easy way to do that, but I don't know what it is. But I'm going to scale each of these down. Man, I just want to make some burner miners, you know? You ever get the urge to just completely destroy an ecosystem? Okay, and then like a little bit of that. That looks a little more intricate, at least. I don't know if I'd say it's right, but it's definitely closer. Let this disappear into there. And then come back out. Over here. All right, sure. That's it right there. That's fine. It's going to be such a tiny piece of the model, you know? That's the thing. Is this going to be such a tiny piece? Why am I putting so much love and attention into my game? gosh. Oh, geez. Can I reset? Okay, I want to duplicate this, but then reset its rotation. Oh, so it's backspace. Okay, there we go. And that lets me make it a little bit thicker properly. And then there needs to be one over here. Boy, we're learning a lot about how drum sets look, huh? Scale that. There should be metal stands holding these up as well. We'll get to that. A caterpillar. That's not the first bug I would have thought about. Maybe it'll be a caterpillar, though. Symbols are next. That's obviously not really a full cylinder. It's just a circle with a, I don't know. How does that work? How do flat images work? Can I make that into a face? I don't think so. They will not be, no, they're not magic. Why would the frogs have magic? Not to say they can't have magic, but I don't think they're gonna have magic. Very thin. Me too, Hovercat. Let's see here. Take this face. Symbol should be fairly easy. Just add a little bit of that. A little bit more of that. And like that's a symbol. Like we don't even have to worry about the underside really. Well, we do. Because we're going this far with being weirdly obsessive over details. Symbol. All right, so symbol is gold, silvery gold. Very metallic. That looks great. Lord of the Frogs. Okay, so that's kind of hovering up here. That looks good. And then there's always a second one. Oh, and gosh, we are really going all in on this. What the heck? Somebody better appreciate this. Look at these ridiculous measures we're going to. Will there be a fiddle in this band? Man. It depends on what our musician can come up with. I do have someone writing music for the game. We'll see if they can work a fiddle into Lily's pads theme. All right, so now we need the metal stand, which we're just going to use the bracket texture for that. This needs to be very simple. This is already getting ridiculous. All right, this needs to be a collection of its own. Let's keep this to itself. All right, we're going for cube because cube is easier to understand. All right, cube gets material bracket, right? Where is bracket? Drum bracket. It's shiny-ish. Okay, so we need these like tripods for everything. Okay, tripod, huh? So that's gonna be rotate around. Kind of like this. That's honestly, that's enough. And then rotate around Z by 120 degrees. Then rotate around Z by 120 degrees. There's a bracket. Boy, that is complex for what we're doing. Can you believe we are doing it to this degree? Unheard of. I'll say all right, let's move this to there and then rotate it however is appropriate to get that to line up. Is that how that's supposed to be? Vaguely, yeah. Okay, there we go. That's one stand right there. That's too much. This is too much. How did my selection tool turn into that? Why is it a lasso? What box? This is just too much. This is too much. All right, take all this metal. I don't know. Join it. Shift J, Control J. What is it? I was sure it was gonna be one of those. Blender, merge, objects. Merge objects is... It is Control J. What was I pressing? Sure. Okay, so I should be able to just duplicate this stand. Move it over here. Rotate it around whatever point that is. Okay. To there. Make sure that it gets one of these. And that should, yeah, now it's held up. Beautiful, beautiful. Drums. Amazing. This one's gonna be different, sort of. So we can just do this and then get rid of this top bit of it. Just delete those vertices. Even that one. And those can move down. Okay. Nice, nice. We almost have a fully held drum set somehow. Now this one's weird. These other ones have so much going on that I don't really understand how it works. It looks like these front ones are somehow attached to this. I don't know. These other ones have so many legs and stuff. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. No, stop, stop. Just let me grab this. Let me grapple with it. I'd like to invoke grappling rules. Yeah, we can just do that. We're getting lazy. Love it. We're not doing a full-on bracket system for this. These are just floating here, and we're gonna live with it. Geez, that's a drum set. All right. That's a lot of temple. Drums. Boy, if I have to animate these drums, I'm going to be very cross. All right, drums. Put them on stage. They're a little bit big. Scale them down. Scale them down a smidge. Pop them on stage. That's still pretty big. I need a frog to be manning those drums, of course. In the back. And they're gonna need a seat. So let's add that to the drums as well. This can be a little bit smaller to fit in this area a bit better. That's true. I'll make the whole model like wiggle or something. We'll figure out how to make things wiggle properly. Okay, this definitely needs a frog. Give me a frog. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the frog-ioli. Okay, bar stool rotation can be reset. Frog, plop them up on there. He'll rock. We'll give him a bopping animation, but I think that has to wait until after we get the music for this area. Okay, so there's this guy. So the other one I had in mind was like an upright bass. This is bordering on obsessive. Upright bass. Just like a, you know, like a dum 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 dum. That's all he does. And he's great for it. Okay, this cymbal feels like it's like kind of really far out there. I want it to be a little bit more as part of the unit. No, I don't think there'll be a piano. I don't think there will be a piano. I'm gonna just scoot this in. Even though I know that's horrible and everyone will hate it, but I just need it to be a little bit closer is all. Okay. Upright bass. Upright bass. I think it's gonna be a lot easier. It's gotta be perfect. All right, this would be we're gonna start with a cylinder. Have a good night, Willow. Thank you for hanging out. Okay, upright bass has a very particular look. It's very particular. Al is a rascal, isn't he? We can stretch some of these things around as we need to. That's gonna do some weird stuff, but that's all right. Something like that. Fish and Boo. Okay, kind of. We're getting there. And we can extrude if we need to. That's already kind of silly looking in a fun way. Yeah. Yeah. Think like that. Except we need an area for it to kind of bow outward a bit. Kind of like this. Looks good, looks good. Scale on the y-axis inward a bit. Give this a different material entirely. Something kind of dark, shiny black. Shiny black. Okay, then take this, pinch it in a little bit more, until we can actually move it all the way in. Will the bar have a chandelier? That's a. Oh, I'm gonna add that to the list of things to consider. It's officially on the list. So take that to mean whatever you want. There you go. There's a very simplified but workable base. I think all we really need then. Oh, dang it! Every time. All we really need is for this to kind of do this. There we go. All right, for real this time. All right, I'll take it. That looks fine. Uprightbase.glb. That's apparently a file we have now. Why not? All right, we're about to call it a night. Guys, tomorrow is Factorio. Wait, not that location. It goes under E. A little bit big. Scale that down a bit. Thing is, as big as it is, it's not crazy big for what we want. So we'll take it. All right, frog. Oh boy, he's gonna have trouble playing this thing. He is gonna have trouble playing this thing, I fear. Okay. Basist. We'll put an arm somehow. He's gonna be working it somehow or another. I just don't know how yet. He'll find a way. See, I need these guys to be under an umbrella. There we go, so that I can move around independently. Hang on, first let's move it there, then parent the. There we go. Now I can move this whole thing around. Yeah. Yeah, basically this, and then Lily will be... Actually, you know what? What we should do is swap this around a little bit. So our bassist is over here, but he will be facing the opposite direction. And there's our stage band. It looks great. It looks really good. All right. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Is GQ still doing block? He is. Perfect. Let's go raid game queued. Well, guys, that's the end of game dev for a while, at least on stream. I'll continue working on it off stream, but you're not going to see much of it for a bit. And that means that probably when it comes back around, a bunch of minor stuff that you didn't even notice was bugging me will be solved, and it's going to look just about the exact same as it does right now. I mean, I'd love to be able to just, like, hit everyone with a fully functional, like, full-featured demo of Chapter 1 sometime, but realistically, I know that the Chapter 1 looks more done than it is, in my opinion. Because, I mean, we are working on one building, and we got, like, 2 very incomplete set pieces within a big building done. And this whole area here that we're building needs, like, 3 buildings. Not of this scale, but still. I guess that's just a glimpse into how much goes into making a game. Turns out there's a lot of stuff to do. So, tune in next time for more of this wacky, zany action. It's gonna be great. Let's go over, hang out with GQ, and tomorrow we're gonna play Factorio. It's gonna be amazing. So I'll see you guys over there. Have a good night. Factorio will start at regular stream time, 8, 7 Central. I'll be booting up a little bit before then, hopefully, to get everything set up. We're gonna try to host it locally. Oh, here we go. Bye.